The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Disney Plus, big opening week numbers. Netflix has a plan. Rodney Reed staying alive. All that and more in an all-new Might Be News. What up, everybody? It's November 18th, 2019. My name is Taylor Cooper. With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
What up, guys?
What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
Everybody's here. It's Might Be News. Week 26, Season 2 here at the Might Be News Network. Go to mbnnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. Patreon.com/MBN Network to get extra 30 minutes on everything, all the shows on the network. We are sponsored by Eunomia CBD. EunomiaCBD.com, EunomiaCBD.com. Use promo code MBN for 20% off, free shipping, and free shit.
Free stuff.
Do it.
Dude, we had a chance. I was blessed with some hockey tickets to the Reading Royals game.
Yeah, you were talking about that last week.
Dude, it was so dope.
You had a good time.
Dude, I had a fucking awesome time. We were 6 rows off the ice.
The boys liked it?
The boys fucking loved it. So we know somebody that plays on the team as well. Mm-hmm. So we go down and watch warm-ups, and Eric sees us, and he fucking pings a puck right off the glass right where I'm standing. Nice. I'm like, fuck. That's awesome. But then he comes over and he bangs on the glass, and he goes, pointing to the pucks, and he then tossed 2 pucks over for each of the boys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, it was great. They won. They won 5-4 or 6-5. They won by 1 goal, but there was a bunch of goals throughout the game.
That makes them more exciting.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. Dude, Cole was losing his fucking shit. He was losing his shit. It was awesome.
Oh, that's great.
I loved it.
That's great. Mr. Steven is taking his family down there this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Mr. Steve from Might Be Brews taking his family down there.
Okay.
So
shout out to Might Be Brews, though. They're killing it lately.
Yeah, they had a real big week last week. Monster plays here and there last week. It was really great.
So their show's no longer called Might Be Brews. It's Might Be Pizza.
Well,
yo, also, that pizza looked slammed.
Oh, it looked delicious.
It was good. I had a cold slice the next day. I went over to. Wow, co-host Kev.
No, that's me.
That's you?
See, I just assumed it was me.
I just assumed it was you, too.
She knows I'm recording, so I have to go answer this real quick.
Okay, all right.
Hold on.
All right. So, co-host.
You're such a dick, because I thought it was me, too.
Well, you're a dick, because it would have been you. It's normally 9.5 times out of 10 it's you.
See, I was even already on silent.
You rushed to your phone so hard.
Did.
You're like, oh, God.
I fucking pressed the button. I'm like, why isn't it stopping?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But no, dude, going down, dude, I'm excited for Steve to take his girls down there, dude. It is such a good time. It's fun.
I'm hyped to go down. I just don't know when I'm going yet. Like, I don't know which episode, or like not which episode, which game I'm trying to go to. Like, I know she said that there's like a Flyers appreciation night or some Flyers.
Yeah, Gritty's down there.
Yeah,
Gritty's down there.
Yeah.
So I was gonna try to go again.
Yeah, dude, it's there. It's part of the deal. So
I was gonna try to go again, but it's super fun.
They want us to go down, so I wanna check it out. I'd love to go. Let me know when you guys are all thinking about going. I'll go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's on Saturday night. I'm down to do it.
Yep.
All right, well, before we get into good news, Danny, is everything okay? You're good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Okay.
My wife might dye her hair dark, but she's naturally a blonde.
Oh. So
That's what the phone call was about?
I forgot you were recording. I'm like,
that's literally why I'm not home.
She goes, I just wanted to call and say something to Taylor about Christmas. And I was like, really? Like, I'm thinking to myself, she knows I'm here. She knows I'm recording. So, like, both the kids are sick right now. Summer's giving us a hell of a time. So I'm thinking there's something going on. I forgot you were recording. Oh, she's lucky she's cute.
She wants to talk about Christmas because Jackie and I decorated for Christmas today.
She also just said that you guys have a Christmas trip planned before us.
I don't know anything about that. I think somebody tagged Jackie in something today on Facebook about somewhere in PA. It's like a town of lights or something. Jackie, we can't hear you. What did you say? Cogers or something?
Oh, the Christmas Village.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that.
In Burnville.
Is it made far?
No, it's about 40, 45 minutes. 150% worth it.
Is it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like 45 minutes in the car with kids.
Yes.
Okay.
They have a train barn set up with a whole bunch of model trains. They sell food, hot dogs, hot chocolate, cookies. You can sit on Santa Claus's lap, go through his workshop, and make little elf hats. But the Christmas lights, unreal.
Really?
Yeah, so when you're going to this place, you actually go up a hill. And once you get to the top of the hill, you can just see all the open land where the Christmas Village is. And it's just like, it's like a scene out of a movie. How many Christmas lights there are. Just look it up on Facebook. It's all over Facebook right now.
Did you guys ever do Dutch Wonderland for Christmas?
No, we've done Hershey, but not Dutch Wonderland.
Dutch Wonderland was cool because half of the theme park is open, but lots of Christmas lights, and it was really cool. You can go and sit with Santa. That we did that one year, but it was cold. I'll never. Those I dig it. I love the time of year. I fucking hate how cold it is, especially this fucking past week.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal. Real quick before we get into good news. You mentioned last week, Kev, that we don't have any special sounders on this show.
Let me tell you how fucking excited I am to hear this.
You haven't heard it yet. No one here has heard it yet.
No.
Not even Jackie. And I just want to say...
And when you played it to check it, before we started recording, you started giggling like a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be a fucking dig on me.
Well, all right, let me just... Before I play it, let me just say this. That you literally did this to yourself. You literally did this.
I asked for a cool sounder.
No. You will see in a second when I play it. You did this all by yourself.
I can't wait to hear this.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
Oh my God.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
Oh my
God. Put in my butt and twist it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
That's funny. That's funny. I'll give you that. That's funny.
That is incredible.
Put in my butt and twist it.
Yo,
that's funny.
You ready? It's the ultimate combo.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
Oh, yes.
Yo, that's funny. I'll give you that. That is funny.
So that's our new sounder. No one else gets to use that.
Somebody fucking talk while I'm saying that.
No one else is. I'm not going to use it on any other show but this one. How's it? Deal?
No.
Okay.
Don't ever fucking play that again.
Sure. No problem. I'm going to play it on all the shows.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
Yo, you like went up at the end. You're like, well, I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
Do you know what we were talking about?
I do not.
We were talking because last week John came over and he had beers, and
you were using Mr. Steve's
beer glass.
Yeah.
And I was just talking about doing something to his glass because I was using it, and wow, that backfired.
John was like, yeah, you should just like lick it or something. Kev's just like,
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
God.
Still, I'm going to say a fucking cool sounder, you asshole, because you look like a penis.
I look like a penis.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
Oh, wait a minute. Those two together are even better. Hold on.
I look like a penis.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
the trifecta.
Holy shit.
That is incredible.
Holy shit. I can't even believe that. That's funny, though. I'll give you that. That's funny. I do high five on that because that's fucking funny. I'll give you props on it. It's fun. I can't even get mad about it because that's so funny.
I love it. All right, yeah, I'm playing it on all the shows. You ready for good news?
Let's do it.
Hey, did you hear the news?
Just dick.
Want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, Danny, week 26, what do you got?
All right, my first story is coming out of Chester, Pennsylvania. Families lined up shivering outside a Chester City team, but the cold feeling didn't last long. Inside the nonprofit, an otherwise stranger was waiting with a gift. Keller is also known as David Dodge, but to the kids and their families at City Team, he's a hero who donated over 1,000 coats to the children in need this year. Keller is part of the auto dealership Caring for Kids Foundation, which will donate a total of 52,000 coats to kids in the Delaware Valley this year. 52,000 coats going to kids that need them.
That's great. That's so great. I love stories like that. That's one of the greatest charities, too, because it's just like, obviously, kids need the shit.
Dude, I can't get over that fucking sounder.
Is that what you were sitting over here laughing at the whole time?
Oh, it's funny. Go ahead. I'm
As
sorry.
soon
Dan.
as you said it, I was like, ding!
But no, it's a good organization because the kids need it.
Yeah.
Kids can't go out there and,
Right. No, it's perfect.
Yeah, they need it.
It's great.
Next story is coming out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Strong is a perfect word to sum up Coco. But in her case, for the true meaning of the word, you need to look past those defined muscles and into her soul. That strength got its start just 3 months after her birth. Coco was diagnosed with a type of leukemia called JMML. It's so rare it only affects 1 in 1,000,000 children each year. She underwent a bone marrow transplant, and at one point, doctors said she wouldn't pull through. Today, Coco is a healthy 10-year-old and one of the best gymnasts in the country.
Wow.
Awesome.
In the country. She's homeschooled and works out at Parkeets Gymnastics in Allentown, Pennsylvania full-time, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. every single day. In March, it will be the 10-year anniversary of Coco's bone marrow transplant. And 10 years from now, she wants to go to the Olympics and then Penn State on a scholarship. She's already getting recruiting letters from the school at 10 years old.
That's incredible.
She is she is defying all the odds.
Yeah, that's incredible.
10 years old and she's already getting letters from Penn State to go.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's great.
Next story is coming out of Anchorage, Alaska. Anyone with unpaid parking fines at the University of Alaska Anchorage has the option to reduce the cost of their ticket. You heard this?
Yeah, buddy.
With peanut butter and jelly.
What?
Yep. The university says the PB&J payments will benefit the local community to help combat student hunger and address food insecurity. 2 16-ounce jars of peanut butter or jelly get a $10 credit.
Okay.
3 jars are worth $35 and 5 jars are worth $60.
Wow.
University officials say that any nut butter can be a substitute for peanut butter. Cashew butter, almond butter, and other flavored jam works as long as the jars are unopened. The university is partnering with UAA Emergency Food Cache to accept PB&J payments until November 8th.
That's great.
Pretty cool little concept.
That is cool. That's cool.
My last story is coming out of New York. A teen who won this year's teen tournament on Jeopardy is donating part of his winnings to cancer research in honor of his longtime hero, Alex Trebek. This guy's name is Ava Gupat. He's a freshman at Columbia University, and he took home $100,000 after winning the tournament in June. In honor of Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, the 18-year-old announced that he has donated more than $10,000 towards cancer research in Alex Trebek's name.
That's incredible.
Did you guys happen to see the video? I think it was during the teen tournament that
A day or two ago, right?
right, where the guy said on Final Jeopardy, the guy didn't know the answer, and instead he wrote, "Alex, we love you."
Yeah, we love you, Alex, or
something like that. Dude, he got choked up big time.
I didn't expect him to get choked up like that.
No, neither did I.
Like it
Not at all.
really took him by surprise.
Absolutely. And dude, it's these guys that we grew up watching, these game show guys like Pat Sajak, Vanna White, Alex Trebek, they've been a staple for 30 years, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, it was Bob Barker, but now it's Drew Carey,
Right.
Who has done a great job filling in for him.
He looks so different when he's skinny.
He does.
He looks so different.
But he has kept up. So I read something interesting the other day. It was one of those things that popped up on Facebook, and it said the unknown facts about The Price is Right. The reason a microphone is so skinny, it looks less intimidating. So when people come up on stage and they want to do like a shout out or they want to talk, instead of having this big bulky microphone
Right.
that he's holding, it's this little skinny post. And it also serves to make it so they don't try to grab it. When they first come down and they do the where they got to everybody's got to try to guess the cost of the
whatever
item
it is
to get on the
Yep.
stage. If you guess the exact price, you get $500 in cash.
$100. It's $100. They hand you a $100 bill.
So what I read was $5
Unless it's changed over the years.
because it made sense that they said that $500 comes right out of Drew Carey's paycheck. He said last year he gave out $178,000 of his own salary to those people guessing the correct price.
It's crazy.
$178,000.
Because Bob Barker, I remember, because I used to watch Price is Right all the time with my grandmother in the summertime.
Especially when you were sick, staying home from
Oh,
school.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And it was, I swear it was always $100.
We'll have to look it
I'm going
up.
to look it up right now.
My first story this week. Have you guys heard anything about this guy, Rodney Reed?
No.
Sounds familiar.
This is the Rodney Reed has been on. He's facing the death penalty in Texas. He's been on death row for 21 years for a 1996 murder. He was due to die by lethal injection on the 20th of November. More than 2.9 people have signed an online petition urging clemency. Tons of celebrities have come out. There's been a number of different turns in this case. Different people have said that other people or someone else was responsible for this murder. This guy was locked up, unjustly. Get him out of jail.
yeah.
He was convicted of a murder of a 19-year-old Stacy Stites, who was found strangled after failing to turn up for work. The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals halted Reed's scheduled execution. The decision came shortly after the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles recommended a 120-day reprieve for the inmate. The board also rejected his request to commute his sentence to life in jail. Innocence Project, an organization which has been working on the case, welcomed the appeals court's ruling. So this is huge. A lot of people, 2.9 million people signed the petition.
2.9 million.
2.9 million people.
Holy shit.
A number of states' representatives wrote letters urging that they hold off execution until they at least until they know for sure. Which is, that seems to me that it would be obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this has been going on for a couple weeks, more than that, but it's been kind of going viral, so to speak, for the last couple weeks. And I'm really glad to hear, because a lot of people were really worried that they weren't gonna stop the execution. They were just gonna go on with it. So I'm really glad to see that they did the right thing there. Now, big story this past week. Disney Plus.
Yeah, buddy.
We've been talking about Disney Plus on this show for the past few months.
Since they released,
As soon as they said something about it, we've been talking about it. And it came out this week. Disney doesn't pay us. $7 a month for this thing, $70 a year. Some Verizon customers, Verizon Unlimited, I think people get it. People with the Verizon Internet, I think, as well, maybe.
Yep, Verizon Internet and Verizon Unlimited data on your cell phone. You get it
for a
free
year.
for a whole year.
Yep, for a year. And we got it Tuesday when it came out.
Yep, I downloaded it Tuesday as well.
And
so did 10 million other people.
10 million other people.
So I read an interesting stat that people doing the statistics for all this, they projected them to hit 10 million subscribers in 1 year of its original release date.
Yep.
Really?
1 year they said that they probably wouldn't even hit 10 million.
They were projecting to get 90 million Disney Plus subscribers globally by 2024. It's not even out anywhere else right now.
2024 they wanted 9.
It's only in U.S. right now.
So Disney, so it's how much a month?
$6.99.
$6.99, and they have already had 10 million people sign up.
Yep.
In 1 day.
Disney,
one day.
Disney is already rolling in dough.
Yeah.
Think about that now on just that service.
Right.
Stupid money.
Shares in the company ended last Wednesday's trading session up 10%. That's $148.72 on the New York Stock Exchange, giving it a market value roughly double of Netflix.
Wow.
Danny, what did you? I mean, I guess we'll talk a little bit more about Disney Plus in our late review, but I like it. I mean, there's everything Disney that you can think of. Everything that you can think of, Disney is there.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's
scrolling through the movies. It was a huge blast from the past. It's going to give me a lot of stuff for late review. I actually watched an old movie, an old favorite of mine, for my late review that I'm going to do this week. But you have everything from superheroes to sports movies to true stories inspired by true events to the old school cartoons that we grew up on, the Mighty Ducks.
Remember the Titans? Dude, that's such a great movie.
Flubber was on there.
Yep.
So I sat down and Summer and we watched Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lady and the Tramp. I love it.
yeah.
I love it more than I thought I was going to.
And a little teaser to get you to late review. I don't think it's worth canceling other things. Not yet. Like a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to kill Netflix. I mean, if you're broke and you have to decide, then you have to decide. But like, I don't think it's going to. It's not worth getting rid of anything else just yet.
No.
First of all, it's cheap. Second of all, it doesn't have anywhere near the amount of content. Well, it does. But it's just it's just a niche.
So we talked about the basic platform. You can
Correct.
go up to another
the
level.
bundle.
Yeah,
thing.
it's $12.99, and
Right.
that gives you the
Regular
Disney
Hulu,
Plus,
yeah.
Hulu,
Yeah.
and ESPN Plus.
Right, which ESPN Plus is huge. That's a huge
Yeah.
deal if you're into sports and all that. Specifically UFC and stuff like that.
Yeah, so if you don't want to have to buy ESPN Plus to watch a UFC fight and pay $80 for the ESPN Plus, you can just buy Disney Plus for $12.99 a month
It's wild.
and get Hulu out of it and get Disney Plus out of it.
Yeah.
And then go watch D2 The Mighty Ducks.
Speaking of Netflix, though, Netflix has a response to Disney's first day success.
Right.
A couple things that Netflix is working on that are pretty big. They already have "Dolomite Is My Name" by Eddie Murphy. They recorded a stand-up special with Eddie Murphy, and they just announced this week that they will be working with Eddie Murphy and producer Jerry Bruckheimer on a reboot of Beverly Hills Cop.
My response to that is Eddie Murphy is an awesome comedian. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's one of the greats. I mean, period. One of the greats. But there's something being said where they get 10 million people signed up in the first day, and your response to it is Eddie Murphy.
That's only no. That's only part of the response.
Oh, okay.
The other part of the response is that Netflix is partnering with Nickelodeon. They're going to be making some spin-off series, original programming with Nickelodeon people, such as they're making a Squidward spin-off show. They're going to do another Ninja Turtle show. So it's a family-friendly thing, what they're doing with Nickelodeon.
So if they bring on the majority of the Nickelodeon shows, I see that helping.
Yeah, they already did a Netflix original Rocko's Modern Life movie. and Invader Zim. I was never into Invader Zim.
On
but
Netflix, they have the Rocco's Modern Life?
Correct.
Dude, I love that show.
Go find it. It's on there. It's on there.
I love that show. That and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It's like it's about him in 2019.
Okay.
Rocco. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it. That was uncalled for and random.
Just for no reason at all.
Random.
I love it.
I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it.
Just for no reason.
Okay.
It's our sounder, Kev.
Okay.
It's for the good of the show.
It's for the good of the show.
I wonder if I can get that as like my text message ringer.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, that'd be super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Every time I
What
get
are
a
people
text.
gonna think about you when you have a sounder on your phone saying, I'm gonna put it in my butt and twist it?
It'll
Probably
be-
gonna think I want to stick my iPhone 11 up my butt and twist it.
It's a great conversation starter.
Great icebreaker.
I'm on this podcast. Oh, what podcast you on? See, Kev, it's all about advertising.
Yeah, it's for the good of the show.
Okay. Okay. I can dig it.
Stick that in your butt and twist it.
Dude, I'm not mad about it. I'm not, because it's fucking funny.
But all right, so let me ask you guys a question, because I grew up without cable, right? As like a young child, I didn't have cable.
Me too. We had an antenna.
Okay, right. So,
Back
that
in the old
and
school
VHS movies.
Yup.
Like, that was my shit. VHS and the news. That's what we watched. VHS and the news. But like, so Danny, this might just be you then. Disney or Nickelodeon when you were growing up?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Nickelodeon.
same.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Disney, I
Disney was channel 29. Nickelodeon was 32.
thought Disney was
No.
special.
Discovery was 29.
Yeah. No, Discovery was, I don't remember.
I think it was 29.
28. Discovery was 28.
Disney was 29.
But I thought Disney was like a specialty channel for a while until it came out, if I remember correctly.
Specialty in like what way?
Like you had to pay extra money for it.
Oh, okay, all right.
And that's why I chose Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Dude, I fucking love Nickelodeon. I loved it.
Yeah, they had a lot of good shit on Nickelodeon. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Ren and Stimpy.
We keep on talking about my my late review because I broke out my Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, really?
I have the whole collection
Oh, you
from
do?
the 90s.
You have the box set.
Yeah.
The
Oh, wow.
original.
Yeah, the original
No
Are You
shit.
Dude, it's great. It's fucking great.
Wow.
It's so much fun to watch.
That's pretty cool. Let's take a quick break. Come back. We got What's the Point, late review, all that good stuff. I got a really cool point this week. Spoiler alert. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, it's Jackie from Relatable Radio. I want to talk to you guys about Eunomia CBD. This stuff is great, and it helps with my stress and my aches and pains. I've tried everything I can get my hands on, from the gummies, pills, droppers, drink enhancers, and they're all fantastic, and they work. Holidays are coming up. Give the gift of Eunomia CBD. It's 100% THC-free, nano-amplified, and third-party lab tested. You can find them at eunomiacbd.com. That's EUNOMIACBD.com. Use promo code MBN and you'll get 20% off, plus free shipping, plus free stuff. They're giving exclusive stuff just to the MBN listeners. So what do you have to lose? Go to eunomiacbd.com today. Must be 18 or older to purchase.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Welcome back to Might Be News. Taylor Cooper with me, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
Yo.
What up, co-host Danny?
Hi.
So, yeah, week 26,
It's flying by.
flying by. 26 weeks into season 2 of the Might Be News Network. We've got a lot of things going on here, and one of the big things that we just started talking about is a game show.
Dude, I'm so excited for that.
So, this isn't my point. This is just off the cuff conversation. But, we changed the segment up on Relatable Radio last week.
I want to do that for us tonight. Jackie's going to come over here and read questions. Dude, that sounded like so much fun. I was jealous.
It was a lot of fun.
Dude, it sounded like so much fun.
But it made me think of how much fun it would be to do it like in a setting that it was like a game show,
right?
Like that there was something up for grabs, that it was, and then I went down just like a deep dive into this idea, and just all of a sudden now I know exactly what it's going to be.
Dude, you got to make a beat now for a game show introduction.
Trust me, I'm working on it.
Dude, the one that just comes to mind though for me is Price is Right. Like
yeah.
Do.
Yeah, I have a couple ideas of things that I'm working on. I stumbled upon a bunch of old music of mine, and there might be something in there that I can use, because back then it was I was into making weird stuff like that. Anyway, game show coming soon.
So cool.
And it's my goal.
So cool.
It's my goal. I mean, we're already halfway through November, right? And we're ending, the season 2 ends right before Christmas. So we only have about a month left. It is 1,000% my goal to make this happen at least once before the season's over.
It'll happen.
At least once before the season's over. So the deal is, should I even go into detail?
Yeah,
sure. Let's do it.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Fire away.
All right, I'm going to talk about it. So, should I talk about it? All right, I'm going to talk about it. All right.
Taylor, let's just talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it.
No, you can't talk about it yet.
Should I not talk about it again?
No,
should I talk about it? Dude?
I don't even know. Give the people what they want.
Should I talk about it? All right, I'm going to talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, all right, I'll talk about it. So, we're thinking about, all right.
It would be a cool surprise, though.
It would be a cool surprise. I think I don't know. Should I just hold on?
Shut up and talk about it.
All right, so right now, and it's still in development, right? So it's not this isn't final, but the overall premise is, it's, as of right now, it's the wild card game show hosted by Allison from Relatable Radio.
Because Allison is a wild card.
Allison is a wild card entirely. I think she would have a blast hosting the show. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Dude, I still think about when they talked about what they wanted to be when they grew up.
Yes.
And her response was a horse.
Yeah,
dude, she is fucking hilarious.
She's fucking funny.
Dude, the shenanigans that go on. You need a camera and a camera crew in your house.
We always say that we need our own reality TV show, because it's nonstop over there. She's nonstop.
She's a trip for sure.
Yo, that video you posted on Facebook of her fucking dancing
to the Purple People Eater song.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my life. That's my life.
That's great.
This is the same chick that when we were living at our old house up in Elverson, I was outside cutting the grass, and I'm on the tractor, sweating my ass off, and she is standing behind the barn. And as I'm coming around the corner, she jumps out topless, screams, "Rah!" What the fuck? That's my wife.
Topless.
Yep.
I'm pumped for it. She's going to host this thing, and what it's going to be is we're only going to do it once a month. So if you're not on Patreon, what we do on Patreon, we have a monthly giveaway every month on Patreon.
If you're not on Patreon, you need to be.
If you're not on Patreon, you should check it out. Patreon.com/MBN Network. It's the easiest way to find us there. But we're gonna every month I spin the prize wheel, and we give something away. Last month we gave a lot of Eunomia CBD away, and it's great. People are really excited about it. We've given autographed books away. We've given autographed DVDs away. We've done all kinds of stuff. and we're going to continue to do so. But the game show, I'm going to do the monthly giveaway first, exclude the person who wins that. But all the rest of the people on Patreon are going to get entered in to win. Same rules apply for the monthly giveaway. Depending on what tier you're in, you get more entries into it. Yada, yada, yada. Go to Patreon for more info. But game show shit. I'm going to get 3 contestants from around the network to come participate on this game show once a month. And I'm going to spin the wheel to decide which patron the contestants are playing for.
This is another reason why you need to sign up.
Sign up.
Because if your name is on that list and your name gets chosen, I could be playing that monthly contest for you to win a huge prize.
Yeah. I mean, not huge, but we're going to give away a
cool prize.
A $25 gift card, Visa gift card.
That's huge.
Well, it could be huge to some people.
It's huge to somebody.
It's huge to me.
Well, I mean, like, hey. But the thing about it is that we're going to set goals on Patreon to where if we get more people on Patreon, we're going to up the prize. We're going to keep upping the prize, keep upping the amount. The more people that are involved in it, because that only makes sense, right?
Right.
So that's the plan. Is that like once a month we're gonna give something away, whether it's personalized NBN network swag or some Eunomia stuff or tickets to something, whatever. But then also once a month we're gonna do this game show, the wild card game show. And I haven't come up. I'm working on the rules for the show. I'm working on the guts of the show, right? Because the wild card. I'm coming up with a wild card. It has to have a wild card.
There has to be a wild card if that's the name of the show.
Right. So I'm like thinking like along the lines of
It's called
I'm thinking along the lines of like the Daily Double.
Okay.
Right. So like it's like a random question that pops up. Like I'll hit a sounder or something, and that question, like I won't even know what the question is. I won't even know who has to answer it, but I'll hit a sound. This next question is the wild card. And there'll be one for every round or whatever. There'll be a couple rounds for the show. Now, this game show isn't going to be a Patreon exclusive. It's going to be out for everybody to hear. Okay? I think it's going to be a fucking riot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, looking forward to that. It could happen soon. At the very least, it will happen in December for sure. So, very, very excited about that. You guys ready for What's the Point?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What's the point?
Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
My point this week is that
Why do you get to go first?
because I'm going first now. My point this week is very special. This past week, the Might Be News Network officially hit its 100,000th play. 100,000 plays. The Might Be News Network.
That's huge.
It's incredible.
It's huge.
Absolutely mind blowing. I don't even like.
I'm gonna put it in my butt and twist it.
I'm starting to realize something now.
That you love that fucking sound.
I do, because it goes with everything.
It goes with everything.
That horn goes off, and he wants to take that horn and
I'm gonna put it in my butt and twist it.
it goes with everything.
It really does.
It's the universal sounder.
See, dude, because I dig it, dude. It's funny. It really is, and I think you're more disappointed that I'm not mad about
No,
it.
I'm not disappointed at all, dude.
because it's funny.
I figured you would like it because the other sounder grew on you too. Like you hated it at first. Hated it at first, but then like it became a fun thing, right?
Yo,
So,
that
like,
was a really sour episode with you.
yeah, that was a really sour episode with you. You got like really mad about it, and I don't even remember what episode it was now, but you were not happy.
I think it was the season premiere of this season.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, but that sounder, the original sounder was so much longer too. You remember? Like this is. But remember, like had a music and like everybody. Like, do you remember the longer one?
No.
I do.
Let me
Now
see
you
if I
gotta
can
go find it. Jesus Christ!
I have it. It's not that hard to find. But 100,000 plays on the Might Be News Network.
That's awesome.
Did you? See, I can't fucking imagine that.
It's just
from when we started.
Yeah, it's crazy to see from where we've started, how little plays we were getting, and you can tell the difference from listening to the very beginning to now, just how much more natural this has become to us. And, we're getting better, and people are seeing that.
Right.
They're listening.
It's really crazy. It really is crazy. And people say, they hit me up all the time. It's just like, it sounds like you guys are having a blast doing this shit. I'm like, we're definitely having a blast doing this shit.
It's a lot of fun.
Where is it? Let me see if this is it. Come on, Kev.
Come on, Kev.
Okay, now I remember.
I'm fucking disgusted. I'm fucking
You're fucking up, Kev.
Hint, fucking hint.
Great job as always, Danny.
Okay, now I
That
remember.
was the one that got you pissed.
Yeah,
I remember.
You were really bitter. You were really bitter about that. It's okay.
It's okay.
It was good. It was for the good of the show. And now we have the better sounder. I cut it down. I trimmed it down because I had a really nice one for me too. You remember? It was just talking about
All the
how great
praises
I was.
for
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Yep.
like how big my dick was and stuff. It was great. But anyway, 100,000 plays.
How big my dick was.
I just want to give a huge shout out.
That there was a very key "was" at the end of that.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh well,
You
yeah.
said how big my dick was.
I mean, it's been better.
And now that's got to get cut.
It won't.
I wonder why. I'm gonna put it in my butt and twist it.
But I just want to thank everybody out there that's listening. Seriously, from everybody here at the Might Be News Network, we thank you. Thank you very much.
Say thank you, Taylor.
Thank you. thank the fans, Cap. Thank the listeners, Cap, please.
Thank you,
Danny.
Thank you.
Oh God, I almost hit the sounder, but you know what? I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna wait.
You're playing, dude.
I don't care.
You make these things. You make these things, and you get so excited for it. I feel like you just go ham with it too hard.
I look like a penis.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you go too hard because it is good. It is good. Just don't ever do it.
Kev, what's your point?
So Amy and I, we use this really cool app tonight. This really fucking dope app. It's called Instacart. Have you heard of it?
Instacart.
It's like it's an app. It's like for shopping, right?
For shopping.
Okay. Is it grocery shopping, or is it a lot of other things too?
It's store based.
Okay.
That you can have people go out to the grocery store and grocery shop for you for a small fee and have it delivered to your house. It's kind of like Giant's Peapod, but it's not just Giant.
Okay.
It's CVS, it's Costco, it's Aldi, it's Wegmans. There's a whole bunch. ShopRite is on there. And you can just make lists of these things. And then I went on YouTube because I was curious as to how it really works. So you go on the app and it has everything that store has in it. And you build a list. You build a list of what you want. This person goes and shops in the store for you. Like they don't have like a pickup point where they pick up the groceries and then just run them to your house. No, they go through the store, they ring out, they pay for it, and then deliver it to your house.
That would be so convenient if you have to go to the store and get something embarrassing like hemorrhoid cream or genital wart remover.
So you're worried about the cashier, but now the person that's actually picking it up knows where you live and that you have hemorrhoids.
You don't got anything to worry about. Like that guy's got genital warts. I'm not going over there.
You just scream from the other side of the door, say, "Leave it at the door."
Hurry up! I got a bad itch.
No, but dude, I got home. I got home at after work, and a half hour later, all the groceries show up, and we put them away. Dude, it was like $4 for the delivery charge. Wow. The way I look at it is like, what's your time worth? What's your time worth? Is it worth that? Because you got to tip them too, and it was like $8-10, whatever, like that. So, what's your time worth to go to the grocery store and spend an hour and a half at the grocery store?
Now, how often do you guys go grocery shopping?
Twice a month.
Okay.
Once, twice a month, depending on how much we get.
See, that's what I'm at. I'm like every other week.
Okay.
But I'm spending $350, $360 each time.
Holy shit.
I'm feeding 5 mouths.
Right. We're feeding 4. We're not as much as you are, but we're close.
Yeah.
We're close.
But
So-
like my shopping trip, just shopping is at least an hour. But then
You're talking a full cart.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Walking through the grocery store at least an hour, and then bringing all the groceries inside and putting everything away. I mean, you're looking at a good hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes wrapping up into that.
Yep. Yeah, it literally took 10 minutes because I helped the guy unload his car, brought the food in, and then me and Mamie banged it out and put it away. It went super quick. It was super easy. And it's just a no-brainer. I mean, that's one of my least favorite things to do next to fucking folding laundry is going to the grocery store. I can't stand going to the grocery store.
Really?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
See, I do all the grocery shopping for my family.
Okay.
Like,
you don't mind it.
Allison will go out like during the week and get like odds and ends that we run out of, but like the major shopping trips, it's me.
Do you go to Giant?
Yeah.
Have you used Peapod before?
I have not, because I like to walk up and down the aisles and I like to visually see something and say, all right, well, I have this at home, so I could make this for dinner one night.
Right.
I don't want to just go and search through a menu and say, all right, I need carrots, I need celery.
No, well, the app, you can do that kind, dude. Because I think with Peapod, the first delivery is free. I believe
It is, yes.
Let's give it a shot. Try it one time, because you're going to spend the money regardless.
It would be cool if they had some sort of service where you were like, all right, Monday, I want to make a meatloaf. So it takes all the ingredients for a meatloaf and it puts it on your cart.
Right.
That would be cool.
Yeah, dude.
Wait a minute. Yo, can we cut the show? We need to edit that part out because I just came up with a great idea that could make us millions.
Save it for Patreon.
Save it for Patreon. He just said it.
I already said it.
I'll cut it out. 17 minutes. I need a pen.
No, you don't got to cut it out.
Danny, what's your point?
All right. So I came across
That was your point.
Light bulb.
Yeah. I have this great idea for an app. I came across a story on Facebook. It first caught my attention because of the headlines. It was a guy grabbing a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. His name is Jason Gonzalez. Jason lives in Minnesota. And how often did he do this?
I saw this.
He would drive 270 miles from Minnesota to Iowa, and he would buy 110 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts.
boxes.
He would then take them back to his home, and he would sell them and make a profit off of it.
What?
Yep. And that's how he was paying off college.
Wow.
So he was doing this, and it was becoming so big that he would go up there, and he would literally pay around $500. I think that's what the price was for that many dozen donuts. 110 dozen donuts. Take him back to his home state, and he would sell them. And he was doing this for a while, and he was paying off his college debt. But Krispy Kreme heard of it. So they reached out to him, and they told him he has to cease and desist.
Yeah.
Stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
A lot of people were mad, but Krispy Kreme came out and said, listen, we see what this kid is doing. He's using it for good to pay off his college. So we're actually going to go into a partnership with him.
Wow.
So they're basically hiring him as a subcontractor. They're going to make sure he represents the company the right way. They said traveling 270 miles, we want to make sure he has the right kind of vehicle that can withstand all those miles and the precious donuts in there.
The precious donuts.
And they paid off all of his college debt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
That's dope. I didn't see that.
Krispy Kreme stepping up, man.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's big.
It's huge.
That's big.
Yeah.
A car and that.
Good point, Dan.
That was very good. Great job. Great job as always, Danny. Let's do late review. I know it's a little late, but good.
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
Why didn't I know about this sooner?
All right. I already kind of teased it earlier in the show. The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. 2 episodes in. It's first season of Mandalorian is going to be 8 episodes. It is it's probably the best thing that I've ever seen that happened to Star Wars. Straight up.
Really?
Straight up. Straight up.
Okay.
I'm very, very excited about it.
How is I mean the
New
story
episodes, new episodes every Friday, by the way.
the storyline's going to be right on point because it's Disney doing it, but how are the special effects and everything?
Phenomenal.
So it's movie worthy.
One step below.
Okay.
One step below. Like, you can tell that it's like one step below.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the spaceships and like the different things. But I will say that so a lot of people didn't like episode 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars, the movies.
Right.
Because it was like all CGI. People didn't like that because the original Star Wars, obviously a lot of like animatronics and things like that. With these new batch of movies, they went back to that. They still obviously have a lot of CGI, but there's a lot of animatronics and cosmetic work. This show is along that thread. So there's a lot of animatronic stuff. There's a lot of CGI, and all of it looks really, really good. All of it looks really, really good. So I don't know. I went into it with very, very high expectations. And like I said, 2 episodes in, and I'm completely blown away. I don't want to give. There's a huge thing that happens at the end of the first episode. A lot of people have been talking about it on the internet. I debated talking about it on the show, but I'm just not going to. If you are a Star Wars fan at all, go watch Mandalorian. If you've never watched a single Star Wars movie, this doesn't really have anything to do with it. It obviously
Go watch The Mandalorian.
Go watch it. Go
watch it tonight.
Go watch. You should definitely check it out. You'll like it. It starts off action packed. It stays action packed. The main character is gangster as shit. I'm a big fan. 2 episodes in, I give it a fucking 15 out of 10.
15.
Like, you can ask Jackie's sleeping right now, but she, the entire first episode, every 3 seconds, I was like, oh my God, yeah! You know, like, I'm like bugging the whole time, like,
right.
super hyped the whole time. And it was just, very rewarding, very, very good, very, very cool. And if you're a fan of Star Wars and haven't watched it yet, the thing that happens at the very end of the first episode is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Which is for the end of the original trilogy. So it's 5 years after that, and a bunch of years before the newest movies. So it's in the middle of the timeline somewhere, and something very, very big happens very early in the show, and it's cool as shit. Kev, what do you got?
So I already teased something about talking something in the beginning of the show, but I wanted to talk about something else. I'm gonna real quick. Are You Afraid of the Dark? 90s Are You Afraid of the Dark? Fucking awesome. I watched a little bit of it this week. I gotta give it a good 8 out of 10. Back in the day, 10 out of 10. Going back and watching it now,
Is it
8 out of
cornier?
10.
Is it cornier?
Yeah. But I could see why I was fucking scared. Like, if I had my kids watch it with me, they're going to be scared.
Yeah, sure.
It's scary shit. But I wanted to review. I have a guilty pleasure. You guys are talking about guilty pleasures on Might Be Tunes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm into music, just not as into music as you are.
Sure.
Guilty pleasure of mine. And whatever. I've never talked about this before. I don't think so on the show. But Danny's going button.
It's perfect. You have a guilty
put in my
pleasure.
butt and twist it. I'm gonna put in my butt and twist it. That's not my guilty pleasure. But dude, Jersey Shore.
Oh God.
The Jersey Shore. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. And put it in my butt and twist it. Me and Amy watch it together every week. And the season ended last week. So Florida Bama Shore is now on. And
See, I get into that show.
really?
I can't do Jersey Shore.
Florida Bama Shore, they fucking constantly drink. Like the second they wake up,
They go hard.
so hard. Like, dude, I love it. I love it. I fucking
What, the Florida
love it.
Bama Shore?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I never watched it before until this past Thursday, and it's great.
See, I like shows like that. There was another one on MTV called Buck Wild.
Oh, I love that
I
show.
loved Buck Wild. And
Did you hear the main character? That guy,
Shane.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Because he used to go mudding, and his truck got stuck underneath the mud, and then he fell asleep in the cab and died. He suffocated.
Wow.
Suffocated.
There was an exhaust leak, they think, and he died from CO poisoning.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But no, I loved that show. I couldn't get into Jersey Shore. I couldn't do
I
it.
fucking love it. I watched every fucking season multiple times, and it's just a guilty pleasure of mine. But the Florida Bama Shore, dude, it's so fucking entertaining. I got to give it a 7.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Wow.
It's not perfect,
Yeah, sure.
but 8 out of 10. I fucking love it.
Good job, Kev.
Thanks.
Danny, what do you got?
So we talked about Disney Plus.
Yes.
During my search on Disney Plus, I stumbled across a movie I watched as a kid that I loved. And it was one of those movies that it takes me back to my childhood because it reminds me of that. Flight of the Navigator.
Okay.
Have you guys seen this movie?
Man,
No.
it's been a long
I
time.
have not.
So it's I should have pulled up the IMDb on it already, but it's about a kid who is going through the woods to get his brother to come home for dinner, and he falls down into a ravine. He thinks he's only been down there for a half hour maybe, but when he wakes up, he goes back to his house and turns out his parents aren't there. He was gone for 8 years or something like that.
Okay.
This is kind of like that Netflix movie that we watched.
Yeah, but this was a lot better.
When did this movie come out?
1986.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just pulled it up right now. He travels 8 years into the future and has an adventure with an intelligent, wisecracking alien ship. So when he finally does meet up with his parents, and his parents are 8 years older, they take him to these NASA headquarters to figure out what's going on with him. The nurse that's working there is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
I think this was, I don't know when she did Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
But I think this
it was after 86.
Yeah, I think this was one of her
Okay.
first roles
Okay.
where she actually looked good.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, thinking how attractive she was.
Yeah.
But it was just it's such a fun movie. He ends up finding the spaceship that took him because the spaceship was lost and it needed somebody to implant all of the star systems in their head so it could help them get home. It sounds like it's a corny movie. It kind of is a little bit.
Sure.
But it's like a fun-loving, kid-friendly movie that I really enjoyed.
What did you what do you give it out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
7 out of 10. What do you think about Disney Plus overall? Like the whole setup, the content, what do you think?
Right now,
Yeah.
on the initial phase, I'm going 10 out of 10.
Yeah, for what it is, I'm going to do the same. I think 10 out of 10 for Disney Plus.
Now, see, you were initially a little bit lower because you wanted the live streaming options, right?
No. So I don't like the bundle idea. The bundle doesn't work for me
Because it's regular Hulu.
because it's regular Hulu.
Okay.
So I wouldn't do the bundle, but for what Disney Plus is, the $7.99 a month or $6.99 a month or $70 a year for what it is and what it's going to be, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't into the Marvel stuff, but there's a thing on there. It's like a 13-minute little thing about, it's called Marvel Expanding the Universe, and it's about what they're coming up with. They've got a few Marvel shows, original shows, that they're going to be putting on Disney Plus that's going to directly link to future movies.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Yep.
It's a big deal. And the Star Wars show, The Mandalorian, is incredible. The new remake of the live-action remake of Lady and the Tramp was phenomenal.
Was it better than The Lion King?
I liked it better than The Lion King.
Wow.
The animation was better. The dogs were better than the animals in Lion King, in my opinion.
Did they show expressions with their face?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Really?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. I really enjoyed it. But like every Disney thing that you can imagine is there. It's there. Every Disney Channel show, every Disney movie, every Star Wars show, every Star Wars movie, minus the newest one. Every Marvel movie, including the newest one. It's crazy. It's really crazy, and worth $7 a month. It's worth $7 a month.
They're doing it right.
Yeah.
I mean, the layout is really easy to figure out. If you're into the Marvels, like on the mobile app, there is a button up top. It's on the Fire. Like I use it on the Fire Stick. That's what I play mine through. Same with the Fire Stick. At the top, there is a Marvel's logo. You can click on that logo. It takes you all to the Marvel's films. Pixar, Disney. Literally, you click on it, it takes you all to the Pixar ones. It takes you all to. There's one that says Out of the Vault, where it has the old Lady and the Tramp, Aladdin, The Lion King.
Yep.
The Little Mermaid. It has all the original
all the
ones that
classics
we watched as a kid.
Yep.
Today I watched Toy Story in 4K.
Yep.
The original Toy Story.
Oh, and it's also got all the seasons of Simpsons.
yes,
Every episode.
every single
Yep.
one.
Now, one drawback of The Simpsons, and maybe this would affect some people's score. It hasn't affected mine so far. But the early seasons of The Simpsons, it stretches to fit the screen.
Gotcha.
So
it looks wonky.
A little wonky. Not really. It just, you miss some of the stuff that's going on the very, very outside of the picture, which if you don't know what you're looking for, you may or may not even give a shit. It looks good. It looks great. Everything looks really good.
Yeah, like I said, Toy Story. When did the first Toy Story come out? That was 1995.
6.
Okay.
But I watched it today, crystal clear 4K.
It's great.
It was awesome.
That's incredible. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it for everybody. Kev, This Week in History?
Yeah, buddy.
And now it's time
Jesus Christ.
for This Week in History
You gotta do me like that.
with co-host Kev.
Fuck. November 17th, 1973, President Nixon said, "I am not a crook." 2003, Arnold Schwarzenegger was sworn in as governor of California. November 18th, 1928, Mickey Mouse made his debut in Steamboat Willie.
Which is on Disney Plus.
Full circle.
It is.
November 19th, 1863, Lincoln delivered his Gettysburg Address at the dedication of the national ceremony on the Civil War battlefield of Gettysburg. 1990, Milli Vanilli's Grammy Award was taken away after they discovered they did not sing their own music.
It's so crazy.
November 21st, 1973, the 18.5-minute gap in Richard Nixon's Watergate tapes was revealed. November 22nd, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated while riding in a motorcade in Dallas, Texas.
Wow. Great job. Great job, Kev.
Thanks.
It's very good. Very good. This week has been fantastic. Both of you guys did a great job. Danny, you just totally knocked it out of the park as always.
You know, the odds were against me this week. I got 2 sick kids at home. I'm trying to fight something myself, but I pulled through for the good of our fans.
For the good of the show, Kev, you did great too.
Thanks.
You did really good.
Appreciate that.
YouKnowMeAsCBD.com. Go there. Use promo code MBN. Get 20% off, free shipping, and free stuff. Don't be stupid. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network. Hear the rest of this show. We got another 30 minutes coming right up after this. Kev, peace out.
Guys. It's Monday. Do me a favor. Go out there and kill it.
Peace out, Danny.
Peace out.
Thank you all again for listening. 100,000 plays. It's just absolutely incredible. Can't thank you guys enough. We'll see you guys next time.